Hello, hello, welcome back to Wheel of Games. We're going to continue playing Séance at Lake Manor. Last time, we had a wonderful set of scenes with the medium, and basically solved her entire mystery in one go here. And so she wants us basically to send her earnings from this séance to her family, because she knows she's not going to survive the séance. And so she taught me her key to open the magical lock and find her payment. She has a bad feeling about the seance, and so we're to hold her money to send her next of kin at the first opportunity. Now, I don't think... she knows she's not going to survive. It doesn't strictly exonerate her, in the same way that I haven't removed Mr. Toussaint from my list, but that's another, basically, fate that I've resolved here. And so we took off another check. Oh, right. I just remembered I had wanted to speak to Miss Hisham, and she's about to disappear. Now, the outside took more time. I guess I have to divert course to go to the telegram room. Draft office. I went along. Oh, you don't interrupt me. So I wanted to at least get point of analysis for her. But we've got another bit knocked off of that. The manager was out on the patio. Hello? He's guarding right now. So, telegraph room. Gotta remember to speak to her before he disappears. Get our point of analysis off. Necklace is reminiscent of cracked porcelain. Has a headdress. And she has eyes and a face. She's tired. She also has not been sleeping well. And charcoal smudged hands. She has been drawing. Okay. I've only got a couple of minutes. Well, if she's still here, I can talk to her next. Do I have my mystery on you yet? Just the profiling. Okay, I'm not going to have time to ask her about everything. In fact, barely enough time for anything.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
What do you think of all of our strange dreams? This place, it gets easily into one's head. Haven't had a good night's sleep in a long time. Nothing useful. I guess maybe I can ask her about the charcoal. You've been drawing? The charcoal, yes, it gets everywhere. Useful for sketches of artifacts, shading. Manipulate light and dark to bring life to a still image, but never match the real. Interesting that it hasn't interrupted me, but too close to the next door. I must let everyone change places. There was another hint. Okay, so that event is starting. I still don't know at what point in time. Maybe I could do a test. I could use all those lockers I found in the bathhouses to test, like, at 1 minute intervals, at what point you stop being able to go to one of those events. Well, you know what? I don't think it really matters. As long as I go there with enough time for it to be completed. I can't simply look at that. Just posted in the West Portal. You won't tell me the answer. Oh. Someone else is here now. Okay. The thing I was asking myself was... Right, the drawing room thing. It probably takes the same amount of time regardless of when you arrive. So, like, it should be 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. Regardless of when you start. So I just need to make sure I go there at some point with enough time for the event to complete. It's the cook. I haven't gotten to talked to her at all yet either. No. So observations, shifty eyes. She doesn't want to talk. And very withdrawn. Okay. She's a cook. Hello?
I'm Declan Ward, miss. Who might you be?
Saoirse Murphy? Just the cook, sir. I don't think there's anything I can help the likes of you with. I don't know magic or have powers like you folks. Maybe things would be different if... Sorry, sir. I lost the run of myself.
Staff are pretty, set. But, like she said, I could ask her about the dreams. She would respond that she's really unnerved. And again, the scars, she has nothing she wants to talk about.
I'll leave you be.
Oh,
I'm just hurting her, it feels like. Now, can I sneak in? Wait, you're actually letting me? Oh wait, no, sorry. This is the Eastern Corridor, not the staff quarters. That is not a shortcut down there. Okay, let's get to the drawing room. Lectern is just saying what we know of ghosts. Miss Montalvan. Protestant services in the church. Catholic Mass will be here. And Irish. Doors to the talk will close at 10 minutes past the hour. Thank you. That's the thing I needed to know. So I basically have 7 minutes to spend messing around talking with people. Okay, maybe I can talk to Mr. Skinner? You didn't have anything useful to say to me either. You now have anything?
hello, sir.
Yeah, we're not gonna be interested in the treasure map. I could ask her about her cross. She wants nothing to do with that. She was very insulting about all of that. She doesn't want the seance to be happening whatsoever. She doesn't want to hear about the strange dreams. Basically, I've asked and answered everything that she would want to know about. So I won't waste my time.
God bless you.
God bless you. Okay, who can I make a useful 7 minutes of time? Have we actually talked? I don't think so.
Terrible weather out, eh? Really ruined my morning walk. Still, we're safe enough from it in here. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Skerritt, over from London. And
Over from London.
mark my words, young man. That's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
He's very interested in his legacy.
Declan Ward. Pleasure is mine.
What have you to say? We can ask him about his crest. It doesn't look Freemason. I'd love to, but that would rather defeat its purpose. So it's a secret society symbol. Yet another one. He's very interested in his legacy. He must have built some legacy over the years. Well, maybe he could do more. I'm the last of my line, you see. The only child who's had the misfortune to outlive all of his distant relatives. A lot of pressure to make sure the name Skerritt carries on once his time comes. I think that's what really excites me about this seance. Everyone's so focused on hearing a ghost, any ghost, speak. Because I'm fascinated by who the ghost will be. Thus, it does not matter yet. We're not summoning a specific ghost, you see. We're going to reach out and grab the closet. Oh dear. That could be why they're so mad and no one survives the seance. Keep doing so until we find one who will talk to us. That ghost, tens, perhaps hundreds of years after their death, will suddenly be a star. We'll all want to know their background, their life, and death. They'll be famous forever. Entire teams will dig into their past, their death, their life. Books will be written on them. Their first words from beyond the grave will be immortalized. Now that is a legacy worth dying for. Evidence Séance Ghost. I don't see that here. Is this one of those games where I can ask everyone about everything? And I just had it set to evidence this whole time, so I've been skipping things. Well, what do you think of the Freemasons? I'm afraid it's not something I could speak on. Not to a man that himself is not, if you catch my meaning. So he's not going to tell us that he's no longer a Freemason. I know it's just for show. What does he think about cigars? That's not important to me. I know he's very interested in the seance. You've sort of indicated why. Do you know anything about Ep8? Oh, yes, I know her. Our paths have become intertwined, eh? I can't say another word. I've said too much. Okay, well, I already wanted to get into everyone's room. I kind of expected more information from him, but
Good
I
day,
think
Good day.
we've pushed things enough. We should head into the drawing room for the next talk. That's good. So it's 10 minutes after the hour for this, and 30 minutes after the hour for the meals. And at 4, it switches over to dusk, and it'll be a quarter of the way through the game. I know.
Well, this is more of a turnout than I was expecting. To those of you I haven't met, I'm Fia Callahan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other crowd.
Okay. Yep, stay and listen for the whole 30.
Thank you all for coming. I hear a lot of you have come from far afield. So it seems only right that you should get to know this place, our home, a little better. We share this land with the other crowd, the Ep8, or people of the Mound. You'll have heard them called many things, no doubt. The good people, the weak folk, the fair folk. Some of you will know them by the F word, but we won't be saying that here.
I assume that's fairies or something like that. Perhaps the Fae.
And what are they? Sure, I can't tell you what nobody knows. The church would tie themselves in knots, trying to bend the truths of the world to fit their narrative. They want you to believe, first of all, that the other crowd don't exist. Then secondly, once you know they are real, the church wants you to think of them as angels, ones that never took a side in the battle of heaven. Cast down to earth, and not hell, for they're sitting on the fence. Now, I've never heard anything of this ilk from any reliable source, only holy salesmen. Other people confuse them for types of ghosts. And given how similar the Banshee and Fargurtha are to ghosts, I can forgive that.
Banshee? Banshees?
But they are more than that. Some would say they are the land incarnate. Really, it's best to think of them as forces of nature. They are no more good or evil than a storm. But you'd also want to stay out of the path of a bad storm. All that said, it's easier to avoid a storm. There are signs and you get warning. Not so with the other folk. Best you can do is be polite and leave your offerings. And to avoid them altogether, best not to meddle in anything that might catch their eye. That's the main reason we don't call them by their name. Or, you know, do strange magic on their doorstep.
And these fairy...
Please, sir, don't call them that. I've given you many's an alternative that won't draw their eye to this place, which you don't want. Trust me there.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories, right?
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal. Yes. All of Europe, probably further, has their own form of the good folk. Primordial forces of nature, all as unknowable to us as a storm or wave. As I said, Catholic monks came and tainted history, tried to write them out of existence, and when that failed, they tried to write the fear out of them.
Write the fear out of them. What does this mean?
Writing them as friendly winged sprites. Friendly to children and all that. Stories are powerful ways to change a land and its power. It's why the church always folded in the rituals and beliefs of a place they came to. Like in our case, how Ostara became Easter, Yule became Christmas, and Samhain became All Souls' Day, when the blessing of the graves gets done. Ah, look, I've lost my train of thought with all your questions. What else? Oh, yes, speaking of Samhain, you all have costumes for the ball this evening, yes?
Ah, it is all good fancy. My outfit will amaze.
Well, yes, but also no. Samhain is when the dead walk among us. You know this. Sure you're here for that, right? Well, when they leave, they don't always leave empty-handed. Some want to drag the living with them, jealous as they are.
So we'll send
That's
that
why we
tonight.
dress up as ghoulish figures, so they can't tell the difference between us and them and will leave us be. I can see some of your faces. Superstitious old bat, you're thinking. Maybe. It's certainly been said before. But just this 1 year, when you're pushing the barriers to their limits, you might do well to keep a superstition or two in your back pocket. Right, no more questions. I'm tired of trying to talk sense into you lot. Listen or don't, it's no skin off my nose.
The medium attended as well.
I should close the mystery of the trail through the manor. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
And I assume at 4 the outside might get closed off on. Is there anything? Wait, what's this? Ah, right. This was the last thing. What's next?
Was it worth it? You have Ericsson, but at the cost of learning what she would have done.
The depravities of mankind are not new to me. I've seen, indeed experienced firsthand, magic and its beliefs used to justify many terrible things. But what shakes me in this case is the reasoning. That she would do such a thing in hopes that it might grant her something as trivial as magic? Her humanity meant so little to her. This is what upsets me. What it is done.
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
Okay, that was the thing I'd wanted to ask. There are plenty of things to ask these people about, but much of it can wait. I feel like that trail is going to grow extremely cold very quickly. So I've got 20 minutes to try to figure out the hedge maze. So let me jump back to the entrance of it. Okay, we're outside in the rain again.
Another crow?
They're gonna fly straight into the window.
Is that Master Walter watching the grounds from the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point, I wonder what secrets he's seen.
That looks a little bit like the wheelchair I thought I saw, so perhaps my theory that he's, or that the lady is actually still alive. Don't have time to search side. It may not lock me out of the outside once Oh, I hadn't even seen the first torn cloth there. I only saw the one next to that. What do you want me to resolve? Exorcism. Okay, so back into the maze. I still feel like the maze at night might not be the most comfortable. So we've got a left foot and a right small shoe. Definitely got boot prints. Gargoyles hidden in the maze. Lovely. So I did at least have footprints that I can just follow over here. Oh, a key to number 11. Now, is this one I don't have yet? I don't need Mr. Dupree's key. So I don't feel like I should waste the time to pick it up. Oddly enough. Although, the fact that it's sitting inside of somebody's the footprint of the person I'm trying to follow heal. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna quick save here. If this is just room key to number 11. Ah, perhaps for some sort of locker. You know what? I never tried any of the lockers. If they're all just locked. So perhaps somebody was following her. Okay, we'll look at one of these. Basement. They were following the other person around the maze. So somebody in boots was following her as she was wandering. Side bits. Unlikely to be that one. Even though that's got a good vantage point. Ah. You went. Oh. That leaf went right in my face. This way. There's her footprints. Gargoyle. Worn fabric. She went straight ahead here. Going back will be the difficult one. Ah! More of those blue petals. And this is the memory sigil. I can see it already. So it's probably going to tell me how to get through this secret fountain. Yep, we certainly have. In the bedroom. What have we here? She's getting quite scratched up. I already knew she walked this way. What was that thing with her? Leading her through the maze? I didn't even see the other thing. What was I supposed to have just seen? Who was this person watching it all? Is that the culprit observing their deeds? What sound? We're gonna get jump scared again? So he's freaking out.
Oh. Well, what were you going to say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here? Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is. I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Dean.
Evelyn Dean.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something.
Okay. Well, I can imagine she was arguing with Thea.
I don't know. Since we're good pals now, probably some of this magic stuff. You'd need to ask him, I guess. No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice. Mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze.
Okay, so she was yelling at a magic man.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Varley says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
They fought at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Well, it was in the bar. Okay, I can start by ruling out Father Sinnott and Mr. O'Finn as they hadn't arrived yet, and Mr. Doyle since the information came from him, Walter too, as it was an adult man she fought with. But the person she fought with isn't necessarily the same person. Okay, I want to rewatch that cutscene. Yeah, it showed her being led through the hedge maze by a shadowy figure. I guess I'm going to have to rewatch that during editing. You can just jump back in the video to see that more clearly. But the boot prints... See, I don't want to pay the tax to rewatch the boot prints. Yeah, they were slowly moving around. I was hoping it was going to give me, like, medium boot prints, but just boot prints. And since they were following, it may not be the same person that is the culprit. Okay, now I get to randomly walk through the maze. The amazing maze. Hello. What's wrong? I hear that. It's like a flagpole over here. Yep. Oh, we've got another sun sigil here. Oh, the Tridesma? Interesting. Tridesma, I believe? Well, anyway. Celtic nodding. Quite its obvious age, so there's no sign of wear or rusting. Yeah. Only intended for use by creepy old spirit animal. Neat. Nothing else I fear I can do with that. Oh. Active hypothesis. Not Lucian. Or that. But the trail and the fight. There's still more. Oh. 11 evidence pieces, eh? It's all gonna pop out at once here. Found the slipper, alright. Which dead-ended there. The shadowy figure. Ooh. Large shrouded figure I have felt around the manor. Okay. Okay. Medium-sized boot prints that I could discuss with Walter if I could get in there. Key for a locker. Now, 11 would have been on the women's side. I know how to get in there. I don't need to talk to them about that. Oh, okay. So, someone was leading her around with the... Maybe there was a flash of light and I was looking down at the moment. So let's... She was blanked while someone watched. Well, the hedge maze, I think. But she was... Let's see. He was brought to hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. Okay, we don't need every piece of evidence.
A thing guided Miss Dean through the grounds.
Something big.
Though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
They just happened to be here. They were hiding from the entity, that certainly... I feel like this is the answer they want, because it was medium-sized boots, and
Perhaps
we've been seeing shoe size all over.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot.
There we go. So I can eliminate a bunch more.
Fact about, I wonder if there's anyone, and if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Go. But then her trail went cold at that wall. So what was the thing? Maybe I can ask... I don't know why he assumes that the culprit followed it. Because maybe someone could have just seen it. Somebody who was magically sensitive. Maybe the staff have heard or seen it. Or maybe the guests might know. I know who I would talk to most, which would be the either the druid, who had similar headgear to that stuff. So, mysteries. So now, the culprit... Oh, okay, they wear medium shoes. It didn't say boots or not. So, she would know about the manor. Her boots are medium size, but we don't know boots versus shoes. If it was him, we'd probably see... wow, I haven't even met several people still. Okay, I don't have his shoe size. He's magically talented. Yep, I have not gotten into his room. His shoes are also medium. He's an atheist magic believer. Yeah. Okay, so the fact that she has the small shoes, we can basically eliminate one of the key people here. Yeah, fearful that Miss Deans will take Dr. Callahan away. His shoes are medium-sized, so he's potential. He's also someone who could have been arguing with the victim. He offered to teach her, and he was cross about it, but she was doing most of the yelling, so she was saying, "You're not good enough," that kind of thing. I doubt she has large shoes, but I don't have specific knowledge of that fact. His mission. What's his mission? Now, he also has a medium shoe. I have no info about that at all. No shoes there. I've not gotten into his rooms. Nor his. Mr. Doyle. I don't even remember eliminating him. Just, why did I say that? Oh, because he has no magic. That would be why. And now I can use the same thing about her. He has no magic. Let's see. Yeah, she's under faked credentials. Cannot use magic. Spirit. He has failed in his attempts to learn magic. So he has just not been effective at it. So we've eliminated a good chunk of people here. But there's a ton more I still need to learn. Okay, but he knew her before she arrived, so he's someone very important to learn about. So now the hauntings are becoming more critical. Something more than mere ghosts is bound to this manor. Shadowy figure. Oh wow, I've got a long way to go to learn about this guy. Oh, the old anvil just, So I get to ask about the shadowy figure. And I can ask basically everyone about about the dream is new? Dream lucidly to have more control. What else can I learn from this? I'm not sure. About the fight? Who was it? And what did they fight about? So, people who are already eliminated, eh? Interesting. So, we've got a classic detective hit here. This is more the stuff that I love to figure out. So yeah, who had alibis? Who was at the bridge game? Yep, he was repairing the stall door that evening. That kind of a thing. So, he's got an alibi. Okay, let's look at this piece by piece. So, these people have already been cleared. Mr. O'Finn. Why is he already cleared? Oh, he had not arrived yet. Okay. I mean, he could have snuck onto the grounds and then come back. I'm not 100% on that, but alright. He hadn't arrived yet. Fought with an adult, based on the sound of the voice. Since he told me, it's not him. Then, based off of his statement, the bar was quiet with all the blue bloods playing bridge. So, it was 8 p.m.? Interesting. Why does this say 9 p.m. then? There's a bridge game happening at this time. I can determine where the guests were at 9 p.m. But it was 8 p.m. they fought, so that's a bit weird. But alright. If I can determine where the guests were, I can narrow down who she was arguing with. So, what were all of these guests doing at that time? What were all the residents doing at that time? Now, we've seen very little about the Marquess so far. Mr. Varley, perhaps? He's got the cracked glasses. Maybe she threw him a punch or something. We do think he's not occult, though, so I don't know about that. He's magically inclined, but he has an alibi. And it was done recently. We know it couldn't have been him. He was fixing a door. So the bridge game is something we can ask about for you at the bridge game on Tuesday. Let's see, Mr. Coventry was... I believe we already know he was talking with her at the bar at a time like that. So the Blue Bloods, eh? That could just be any of the guests from his perspective. Well, in checking up on the alibis for all of these folks, they'll probably all be in the bar here pretty soon. So I should be able to sneak around. Oh wait, there was one more. Her attendants. Who brought her in? For the old grimoire. So I got an open and a close sign. Which, I mean, based on that big hexagon grid, I don't think I can draw either of these. Not with that. So, that's not the solution. But old Irish magic. It surely belonged to her, right? But I can talk to the druid, I guess I can just call her the Banshee. That's not who she is, though. But the observation people. Can I just click on a person? No, that'd be too easy. Not Banshee, Ban-Ra. Okay. We can just call her the witch, I guess. She's the witch, and he's the apprentice witch. Okay. So, Miss Fee. But yeah, simply wandering through the maze has already paid off as well. Let's see just how many dead ends there truly are. There should dead end right here. No. Okay, that's how I do that. There we go. We've got some middle passages that cut across. The true middle where we had our tarot reading. Western. Oh, this isn't the western. Oh, Well, if you just got a whole map of the whole thing. But we do have people in the maze with us right now. Interesting. And he's... Wait, he's... The father is back where we were? I've got to have that. The priest is where the stuff... I mean, it would be quite an interesting twist if the priest turned out to be the one who summoned the eldritch beast. And backtrack by hugging the right wall here. Yeah, just having a built-in map of the... Whoa. I found the well. I can hear water in the well. Okay. And it's covered in neat markings. Yeah, I wonder who would have added those markings. Nobody's here right now, but it'll be really easy to get there when I need to. So the priest is at Obelisk. Another one. May those who wander this maze be as lost as I am without you. But that looks... I guess it's the hairstyle still. Jonathan Blake. Evidence the trail, Mary Blake. Interesting. Not quite ready for your mystery, sir. It loves picking a person and taking me straight to their mystery every single time. What are you trying to tell me about? Treasure map? No, not really. Coded papers? Plenty of dots there, but not enough for me to really break something open. There are definitely more hidden notes. I haven't deciphered that one yet. I do have the screwdriver. That doesn't feel like it's helping me. Okay, hopefully that should stop being marked off as new. And then all these people. So, it's the apprentice, duties, investigating the well. Okay. The Fae. Séance aftermath. He's worried about what will happen. The spirits are going to come up out of the well, basically. Okay. And it does give us some pretty good clues as to what she thinks. And I know about that relationship between the two of them. I need to bring up the hair color. How about from your side? But nothing new pops up? Just that he has a profile? So perhaps I can learn more and evolve that. Investigate their quarters. I've not found a way down there yet. Okay, and Mr. Blake is still in mourning. Mysterious figure in the window. Terrible sense of unease. So terrible. We're not getting the wanted poster added in here. Ah, first one for him. We profiled him, that's for sure. Okay, so all these bits that we've already really discussed with him. Well, yeah. I mean, the cigar stain's gonna help me here. Whichever ghost they can lure in and make speak. He doesn't care which. I must have gotten into his room. It's still marked as new. You know what? Mark policy. There. There's a button for that. Likewise, you. Okay. I saw you, Mr. Doyle. Use this to look. But yeah, with only 10 minutes before I feel like I'm about to lose this, I came back here to go over the bridge. But I'm going to end up finding the druid proper, which is actually someone I want to talk to. Oh.
What's this now? What Egypt carved this rubbish? You'd have to work hard to make a more wrong-looking rock. Some posh folly, this.
Well, I'm guessing it's a replica based on what the proper druid just said about it.
And you're back. What can I do you for?
Well, I don't think he would have been with the bridge game all that much. I think I've seen something stalking the manor grounds, a large ghostly figure. If you've seen the Tuatha de Danann, you're a lucky man. The old gods, get an education in your heritage, lad. Broke this land a long time ago before disappearing into the other world. Fragments still exist, like the way you say it, large ghostly forms. Well, what is it? What can you tell me? Nothing you won't find in a book? Gone underground after being tricked by us mortals. What they think of us now I can't say. Even as a man who walks their path, I'm not always sure why I do. They hear us, talk to us like the Christians think their God does? Can't say. They connect me to this land, and my heritage is all I know. It feels right to light a fire for them from time to time. They never asked for more than that. Okay. I don't think he is going to be able to tell me much about that, and simply asking him vaguely about the Fae probably won't do too much. Let's ask him about you're a druid, much as anyone can be. Didn't have to leave much trace of the old ways, but I've pieced together a tradition that feels right to me. Called it druidism. No more made up than anything else, mind. For the most part, I just treat all natural things as equal in value. People, plants, animals, places. Real places, the wild and such, not man-made intrusions like this manor, bloody eyesore. Oh, he's got his nice, code of conduct there. What's the code? Nothing fancy. Treat things equal, leave no trace, burn safely, and leave his share for the other folks. Would still ask him about his wild hair and beard, but he arrived after, no point to that. He'll probably give me the same info as that. What do you say about the Fae in general now that we've visited that seminar? Surely you know this yourself. Right, well, in basic terms, they're spirits of the land, or they are of the land. People say they can't be trusted or they're tricksy, but that's applying human thinking. You don't want to do that. Okay, nothing actually useful out of that. Oh. Why are you here? Very exciting to talk to a ghost. I'm sure the dead have lots to say. Oh no, my god isn't real. I wasted my life. So-and-so didn't show up at my funeral. Riveting. More interested in the mad fellows who think death is more interesting than life. The stupid things they'll do to prove it. You going to be able to tell me anything about... Highly unlikely. Much more likely the staff would say something. Hey, hauntings. Have you been haunted, Mr. Druid? Have you not? At least fair, it was a woman who crawled in through a window last night. Thankfully flashed of thunder and she was gone. You're soiled, myself. Okay, nothing too, sadly nothing too exciting out of him. He knows about the charms but thinks nothing's important. Did you play bridge by any chance? Right. He wasn't here. That was a dumb question.
Only do something if you want.
Dumb question. He wasn't here yet. I just referenced that. I must be starting to get tired. Okay, through here, the church is on the western gate. I did finally go over that bridge. Let's see what's in those two openings before we head back to the house. Yeah, we've been to the back wall. But this isn't the back wall, this is the west wall. That's why I keep getting confused. I keep thinking that's the church, but that was back in the gardens. So actually the west wall and the east might look identical. I might be getting them confused. But I do still want to go check out openings in here. Yep, this was the end. Okay. So I ended up on the west side before. Let's back up, go over the bridge this time. Turn around. Here up north. Hello. Now I'm getting close to the opening I saw earlier. Beautiful. Hello. Is this a different well?
God almighty. A spirit. Is that Miss Dean? She doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think she means to hurt me.
It could be the Undertaker's person he likes, who he's distinctly reminded of this.
I need a closer look.
Okay. Quick save. Justifier. Hope you don't mind being looked at. Let this be Evelyn. Strikingly similar to the woman.
Can you tell me your name?
Seems to communicate with the ghost at the fire. Well, I don't think we want to simply burn her, but I have no way to use something with her either.
Can you...
My guess is if she looks just like her, that she would be the voodoo guy's friend. And then this will take me to the front entrance. Yep. With 1 minute to spare, I could introduce myself to the priest, and then nothing else would happen. Okay, we've got 1 minute. Maybe I'll check out the locker. Don't expect anything else out here to help me. Anyone out here, by the way? Nope. Just go straight through the northeast corridor. Let's check out the locker key, because that may have been Miss Dean's. And that's exactly one thing entirely by itself to go check. So that'll work out nicely. But I can't go in from here. I gotta go around and then through all the different... Stone across. We need to go through across the hall. So if I hadn't already found the secret passage, I'd be wondering how the heck I'd get in. Okay, so we're looking for 11. Another box. You better not kick me out of here. 4 o'clock has happened. Letters. Miss Dean received a threatening letter from Mr. Scarrett, and we knew they may have been the ones arguing in the bar. I have brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next. I also make out the number 451. Must have been written on the page atop this one. Okay. So we probably have his combination. The ring. how important this is to her that she left it behind. It's too big for a lady's finger. Must be fitted to a man, but it was in her possession. Ah, we've got multiple pages here. So the journal page? Ah, the missing pages from the journal. So she sacrificed her friendship with Miss Quinn to gain access to some texts. Unfortunately, Miss Quinn was not thrilled with this. We have not talked to her yet. Still. Okay. And then the letter from Dr. Callahan. Seems to be part of a longer conversation. Yep, he's offering to meet her and teach her some magic, despite some warning from Thea on the matter. My respect for my aunt is unwavering, but she's rigid in her ways and she won't be persuaded on this. Prioritizes safety over progress, protection over advancement. You want recognition? Of course you do, and I swear you shall have it. My aunt might not understand that, but I promise you I do. I might not be who you asked for, but I know the tradition in and out, and I think we could help each other. Consider it, won't you? Okay, this lines up a few things. So Dr. Callahan may be the one who invited her here to make a name for herself and himself, and then, when she went missing, he invited us to find her, because he still wants her to be there. So, we've got a new section on her. I want to... Yes, you let me read. What gave the delay in reaching out? An influx of influenza in Dublin. So he's also in the same place we were. I know my aunt's rejected your request for training in our magic, but she's overly concerned with tradition and lineages and things being done the way they always have been. I'm less held by those restrictions. I think new paths are important. I'll be attending the Séance in Blake Manor, unexpected flu season or not. Let us meet there and discuss what you want to learn. For my part, I do not ask payment, instead a favor. I intend to make inroads to the London scene, and the right contacts would make it easier. Contacts I know you have. What say you, Miss Dean? A trade? Dr. Callahan. Now if I go to his investigation proper, and Shadow, he sent another letter. Well, I've read that one now. So, think. His goal is to escape his aunt's shadow by, I guess, proving himself, proving his methods are valid. His modern techniques. There we go. Aha!
Dr. Callahan wants to prove that the modern magical techniques are as valid as Fia's old ones. I should find and confront him about this.
I mean, confront doesn't feel like the right word there, but okay. We've made a good batch of progress there, so what direction is back? This way. Okay, I think it's time for us to perhaps head to the bar. It's now reached dusk. But we're running out of time again. Okay. To the secret passage. And... oh. I saw you snap into place, wheelchair. This was the chair I was thinking about, but it could be Walter's. The chair in the window kind of looked like that. And... no ambush this time? Oh, okay, good. And the bar is open, and it's right in front of us. How fortuitous. So... well, so it's 4 p.m. Too late for reminders. So dusk starts at 5, not 4. I guess we have more time than I thought. He'll be in the walled garden now. Interesting. Is there a talk then? There is. Huh. And then dinner, and then the masked ball. Where I imagine many, but not all of the people will be. Well, I guess next time we are going to get to enter the bar, but that's going to have to do it for this time. We made a bunch more progress. Got through the maze, saw some really creepy stuff that I completely missed, but I trust that it was there. This game definitely is leaning into, now that the supernatural is real, in this game's world at least, my theories about the wife not actually being dead in order, like that's how they were going to fake the seance, less valid. But we'll just have to see what we can glean out of this next time. So I'll see you back when we enter into the bar. Okay. Bye-bye.